Welcome back to Cruel Angel Gaming. So today, I'm going to be working on a Sakura GT20. Should be able to get it rebuilt. I mean, there's nothing left in the motor. The motor's just completely, like, gone. There's nothing left of anything of the fuses. I mean, there's a couple of relays and a fuse, but we could pull that out as well. Basically, we're going to pull everything that we got, to get rid of. But I mean, there's not really a lot to the motor because I think it's just nothing but a block with maybe a few pistons in it. That's about it, really. So, that's what you get when you get from a junkyard, I guess, huh? But then again, I've pulled, halfway decent ones from the junkyard. But then I pulled this one out of there because I figured, why not? So we're gonna see what we can do to it, as far as making it a little bit better than it was when it came in. Obviously, it shouldn't take us that long, and I can't really do anything with the brakes. It looks like on this side. I don't know what they were doing with this vehicle, like when they got it in there, or how or why it was even in there. But I mean, it's pretty bad shape. It looks like it's just mostly scrap metal. But, I mean, we'll get it. It's just completely trashed. Like, this side is half the stuff we're just gonna have to end up replacing. But, I mean, if we can get the most important parts, like, most importantly, the suspension arms. I don't really care about the links. I don't care about any of the sway bar links. I don't care about any of that, because all that's gonna have to be replaced anyway, because you can't really repair any of that. But I mean, the same thing with tie rods. You can't really do anything with them besides sell them, or I think scrap them. That's about all you can do to them, I think. But that's okay. It's just, I've never seen one this bad. I think the only thing that might be savable is maybe the front cross member. And maybe the axle housings. Because everything else looks like just really, really bad. I mean, I've never... But, I mean, we're not running into any stubborn bolts, really. I mean, there are a few here and there, but I mean, that's not uncommon, especially for something that was in a junkyard. But once we get all the wheels and tires and all that broken down, let's go ahead and repair everything. I'll do it off camera, so you ain't gonna sit through it. But it'll get done, and then once we can do that, then we can start putting it together. And I'm hoping that the front cross member we can actually save. If we can save that, that'll save us a lot of money. We can lave that brake, I think. Too. I do have the brake lathe and all that. I think we should be able to. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. Let's see. Brake pads, I know, are definitely not going to be repairable. Unless we... unless they come out with a fix for that where you can actually do that. Because that'd be sweet if they did. You could just repair the brake pads, clean them off or something like that, but who knows? Yeah, only one stubborn bolt on that. That's fine. I mean, it's coming apart pretty quick. I never thought it'd come apart that quick. I mean, I knew it'd be not long, but looks like, yeah, most of these tie rods are just scrap metal. That's pretty much it. I don't know, that steering rack don't look good neither. Front cross member might be savable, because it's not as rusty as anything that I'm seeing come off of here. Yeah, another stubborn bolt. I mean, there's gonna be a few stubborn bolts, obviously, coming from a junkyard. But it's no more than, you know, normal. But it's not gonna, doesn't look like it's gonna take us that. I mean, that came apart pretty quick. If the back comes apart as fast as this front did, then we'll be pretty much done. That rim looks like crap though, so we're gonna have to end up buying a rim probably. We'll probably have to buy 2 rims because that other rim looks like crap too. So it's gonna be 2 rims for sure that I see right off the bat, and plus tires, but that's obviously into the building cost, or at least the renovation cost for this car, because we know it's been sitting out there for God knows how many years out of that junkyard, so you know some stuff's not gonna be 100% fixable. But as long as I can get enough parts to put it back together with the original, so like if we can save the rear end out of it, we probably won't be able to save every little piece out of it, but if I can get just enough, that'd be, you know, that'll save us quite a bit of money. I know we're gonna have to probably end up buying springs and shocks and all that for the back. That's normal. Same thing with the front. I know I'm gonna have to do it. I can't pull that from down here. Darn it. I want to be able to. But we'll get the shock out of here with another stubborn bolt. Man, they really like their stubborn bolts. I guess that sand really does do something to them bolts. I guess. I've never really seen them get that stuck before. I mean, it's possible that it's just because the way the vehicle was sitting when I got it out of the junkyard, it's kind of sitting on an angle. So it might have been just sitting on that angle just enough to be able to, you know, rust like that. But see if we can't just pull this rim like this. Yeah, this rim ain't savable at all. Oh, I was hoping all the rims would be savable. Darn it. Well, we went that plan. But that's okay. We'll just have to buy some brand new rims. No big deal, I guess. I didn't want to, but I don't see another option. Yeah, we can leave that brake too. I don't know, it's like just the driver's side only was the side that seemed like everything was, well, I mean this side too, but mainly the driver's side was, it seemed like you couldn't save none of the springs or anything like that. So did they used to use this for a drift car or some type of race car or something like that, I'm wondering? Because it's pretty bad only on the driver's side only, which would indicate that, but I have no actual idea if that's what they did. But it kind of seems that way, because everything on the passenger side's kind of at least decent. I don't know, that's just what I'm starting to notice. But we'll figure it out as we go. Well, that's probably what they did, I bet. Yeah, go ahead and pull that and that rubber bushing, because we're going to have to replace all the rubber bushings. Because, you know, it's been sitting so long and I'm not going to really trust them. And they're really, really cheap, so we'll just throw them in there. And then the only thing we got left to do is the interior at the end of this one. If that's the only thing we got left, really, majorly to do on the car, is interior and body. Once I get the motor, you know, get the transmission going through, and then get everything suspension-wise done, then you know we're doing good. I mean, we might be missing a few pieces here and there in the suspension during the repair process, but I don't know. We'll figure that all out too. If I get enough parts, I'm hoping. Although we're getting up there on a lot of scrap too. I mean, I'm seeing some stuff that I can't even repair. And yeah. Like that U-bolt's just trash. You know, it's just, it's like, this is trash, that U-bolt's trash, this is trash. It's just a never-ending scrap fest, I guess you could call for this one. If you needed to sell scrap, here you go. But it's okay. Yes, the rear end is in a decent shape where I could repair it. So is the dry shaft, which is kind of surprising. Only a stubborn bolt here and there. I mean, I'm not really, you know, liking how we always have to deal with all the stubborn bolts. Alright, get that bolt off. That dry shaft came out, then that come out. Then we can get up to the front, get the transmission off the motor. Alright, one stubborn bolt, at least on the transmission. That'll come out. There. That worked, I guess. I guess it works. It's just, it seems like it takes forever to get it done. It just seems like it takes forever for me to get up there so I can actually, you know, do something. Yeah, we just ripped this motor apart right in here. Yeah, we'll pull the front end out, and I guess we'll pull the rest of the suspension out for the front. Because I was just going to drop it down and pull the block, but since this is pretty much all the way tore down too, might as well get this bolt that's always stubborn. Alright. Yeah. Looks like we're going to have a lot of front steering parts. How's that steering rack looking? Trashed. Like always. Can't tell you how many times I've had to scrap a steering rack. We'll get to it. But, well, you just gotta, you know, drop it down once we get it everything else out. There is no exhaust to speak of on this thing. There's nothing left. It's just complete garbage. But, I mean, as long as we can get it all apart right now. Like, there wasn't even nothing piston related in it. It was just a block and that's it, pretty much. A block and a camshaft. Crankshaft, sorry. But it's just like, how do you... That's the only thing you have, you know. How do you only have that? It's just shocked my mind, like. But then again, coming from that junkyard, I mean, there was everything there looked worse than this. So, all right, so we're gonna have to buy a water pump and stuff, probably for it. That'll probably be your next action. Will be a water pump. Followed by a bunch of other parts, because this motor was completely apart when I got it. But I think we might just rebuild the motor stock. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. I mean, I know what I kind of want to do, but I don't think I'd really want to spend all that money to try to get the horsepower up, or do I? You know, it's kind of where I'm at. It's like, do I not? But either way, I still gotta get it kind of halfway together before I can even make that decision. But we'll figure it out pretty soon. It shouldn't take us that long to even. Yep. I mean, we'll have to see what am I missing? Oh yeah, I need a water pump. There you go, we got the pump. We can now get that water pump installed. That's always the fun part, is trying to get, you know, all the little parts, figure out what I'm missing. Let's see. Do I need just the regular water pump pulley? Might as well buy everything for when I'm here, I guess. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna need 1 or 3 of everything. I'll make sure we get it though. Shouldn't it's gonna take forever to get all the stuff probably together. Once I figure out what I need, then that's where the issue is trying to figure out right now what I need. We're getting it. It's just taking forever. But that's okay. Alright, so now we just gotta get, like, alternator on. And basically, we just gotta finish the motor. Mainly, if we finish the motor, get all that around, I don't think there'll be much problem because we just gotta get everything for the motor, fuse box. I believe might have been able to repair the fuse box. I cannot remember. Because I repaired a lot of bad parts. I can't remember every single part that I did. But just in case I didn't, I think what we'll have to end up doing is get the fuse box. Buy one, just in case I didn't. And I know there was no cover, I don't think, for it. Was there? There wasn't no cover. And then we'll have to figure out how many of our fuses and relays that we had. I don't know. I mean, I could just buy like 3 of everything. Because, you know, all the relays and stuff. But we'll see. Oh. Yeah, we gotta mess with the camera probably a little bit to get most of these relays in. But, dang it. I knew I should have bought more. I should have bought more. I was a relay short on an A. Then, what? A B? Like, what? 2 or 3 C's? I guess we'll be able to tell once I rotate now. If it wants to help me or not, that's the question here. Yeah, I had some, I guess. I don't know. I don't keep track of my supplies, at least on fuses, because they're so cheap. I mean, they're like, you know, 10, what do they call it, like $10 a piece or something. Nope. So I need another A, a B, and a C. I thought it was gonna be more than just one of them. I don't have one, but I thought I did. It's okay. I mean, we gotta buy an A and whatnot already, so we'll make sure that we get all of our fuses bought. And of course, probably gonna end up buying a starter too at some point, because I don't think I have one of those neither. I ain't got many parts for it, but what I do got is been repaired. So the only thing that we're waiting on really is just getting the parts installed. Put the last A relay in, then we'll put the cover on. Then now all the fuses are done, and we've already got a battery in it. I mean, we're getting somewhere, it seems like. It seems like it takes us forever, but we're gonna get somewhere on it. It's just gonna take a minute. But it's really taking a lot to get it, it seems like. Get it all caught back up and done and built. I mean, I guess, but also at the same time, it's like, this motor was pretty much nothing but a block, a crank and a block. That's all you had. And it's like, how did I not see that, like, when I pulled it from the junkyard? But, you know, I don't really pay attention when I do it. I figured, you know, wasn't sure if we were gonna do performance or not for everything. I figured we could do performance on, you know, whatever, but just in case I forget. I know I can't for the oil filter. Can't get performance oil filters or oil pans, which is kind of weird. But I think we'll just rebuild it stock, I believe. I mean, there's no really, unless I feel like doing a build up on it. I don't know if we want to. I mean, it's only going to be 6 pistons, so I mean, it's not going to be that bad. It's not like the one. I've seen one of the biggest motor. I saw pictures of the biggest motor in this game, and man, that was a lot of pistons. So I mean, if anything is to go by, that's a lot of pistons that I don't have to buy. I'm only gonna buy 6 pistons and 6 piston rings, and then 6 rod caps. So I mean, it's nothing compared to, like, I guess 24. I think it was a 24 or something. I can't remember. There's a lot of them. It's a big motor. I was like, I hope not to rebuild any of those anytime soon. It's like, man. But other than that, I mean, it's this whole motor is going together, and everything's just going together so fast on it. I mean, it's be done in a matter of like minutes. It feels like. Yeah, let's get that welder on it. I figured since we're gonna be working under there, let's make it look, you know, halfway decent. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it wasn't damaged that bad. Had a few dents here and there. I mean, but it was mainly fine. But, you know. And we'll do the interior while we're here. Because, you know, we're gonna have to. It's like almost like if you're gonna do one, you might as well do the other. Make sure everything gets done. So the interior on that's gonna get done. The other thing we gotta do is wash the body before I paint it, though. So we're getting closer to getting the suspension done, at least. Even though it doesn't seem like it, and then I just kind of was like, okay, I'm tired of kind of building. Let me just take a break for a minute. So I can figure out what I want to do next and do all the list. I was looking at all the list stuff that we got. I mean, we got a lot for the motor. I think I did. Yeah, I think I got that. I think I repaired that. I can't remember. Again, I repaired so much stuff on this motor that I can't remember everything that I did. I don't know if we have any of those. No, we don't. But we can get them. Then bolt them in. And then that will be done. And then the only thing else we got left to do is put the pistons in. Then put those caps on. And then put the oil pan and oil filter on. Once that's done, then I mean it's like one step closer. Then all you got's the top side of the motor, which doesn't take that long, really. Especially on these motors. Takes 5 of those and 6 rod caps. I do believe. I think I'm remembering correctly. I think it's 5 and 6. But either way, even if I remember wrong, I'll end up fixing it anyway. But I'm kind of happy that we're getting somewhere, at least on this car. I mean, it was complete junk when we first started. And now it's kind of looking like something, you know? But we'll have to make sure we get the oil filter installed and pan. That's not gonna take too long. But once all that's done, it's like we're pretty much basically done until you put your pistons in. We could put the exhaust in, but there's really no point. I mean, you could, but see if we can't. I know we're gonna probably end up buying a front cross member, because I do remember that thing was total garbage. But we'll go ahead and rebuild the clutch assembly. And we'll also have to get the flywheel. Because if I don't, we ain't gonna go anywhere. It's gonna look nice and not go nowhere. You'll be like, why am I not going anywhere? Oh yeah. But yeah, it's not taking that long. Honestly, I thought it would take, you know, super long. We would be working at it forever, but no, we're not working on it too long. Probably still gonna have to split up into 2 parts though. Just thinking about this, because if I, you know, we'll have to do it that way, I think. Do I have a starter now? Did I buy one when I bought stuff from electronic shop? No, I did not. Why did I not do that? Because I wasn't thinking. There we go. We'll say it's because I wasn't thinking. But, I mean, most of it's just, you know, it's just basically this whole motor is just flying together. This motor will be just about done But I figured we might as well get the transmission on, because then, you know, all we got left to do is, you know, finish up the whole underside, suspension wise. And I got some bushings, I ain't got a lot. We'll have to buy some more, that's for sure. Always gotta buy the bushings, always, always, always. Never fails. Rubber bushings are like used every single vehicle, but it just seems like we're always running out of them. But we did manage to repair a lot of things that I was hoping that we would have to not buy. But we do have one suspension arm that we are unfortunately gonna have to buy because it was too damaged for me to even try to repair. It was too... It was way down there, and I couldn't even manage to even do a repair on it even if I wanted to, so we'll have to just make sure that we buy one for the other side, which we will when we get to the other side. But I do have to throw all the front shocks together, so I do remember that I have to do that. I mean, but pretty much it's almost getting down to a stage to where all we have to do is put the rims and tires back together. That's what I feel like the only thing is that we have left to do, really, majorly. That would cost us a lot. It's just wheels and tires and body and interior, but I mean, all of that is not gonna take that much, I don't think. Steering rack, garbage. Never fails that they're always garbage. It just always seems to be that way. I don't know. I have no clue. Okay, yeah, I know we're gonna need a front sway bar, so I might as well buy that and put that on. Might as well get some stuff at least knocked out of here while I'm working on it. I think it's gonna be the B's. I believe so. Gonna need a steering rack, might as well buy that. Need rubber bushings, gonna need them. It's like pretty much everything I need right here on this page almost. At least majority of what I need. But at least we're getting all the bushings put in, so I don't have to remember if I put all the bushings in or not. Put that on. Man, it's just gonna take some time. It's like, man. But at least everything will be 100% when it comes out. You won't have to worry about it. It'll be reliable. It'll be the most reliable car. When I sell it, it'll be the most reliable car. Because all the bushings, everything will be 100%, even the body. The interior, everything. You won't even have to worry about any rust or anything. Then I'll end up always coming back probably for oil changes and such, which is fine. But I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, I'll throw some of them in. Throw a couple oil changes on it. At least when I sell it, because I mean, it's not really... Oil changes for this ain't gonna be that bad. It's just as long as we don't have to rebuild the whole car again. Because I mean, it is starting to get up there in cost on this, on rebuilding this thing. Just adding some of our parts together, our part cost alone. That's what's kind of hurting us, is that we're having to buy, you know, bearings and suspension arms, and it's just, if we didn't have to buy all this stuff, but gotta buy our inner and outer tie rods, and then once we get those bought, I got a few other things I gotta buy too, so definitely make sure I buy them. I know I need one of those. What else do I need? I can't remember what I exactly need. I mean, I know we got the tie rods. We got the brakes, I think, too. Is that what that was? It's the brakes. Brakes. That was the other thing that we need to get done. We also gotta get wheels and tires. Gotta get all those cracking. You know. Gotta get the new front shocks together. once everything gets put together, I mean, that'll basically be it for the day. That's all I was hoping to do, is get somewhere close to being back together. And I think we got pretty far. I mean, not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna get, you know, not even that far today. I mean, we got it tore apart, repaired, and most of the suspension back together today. And the only thing I gotta do is repair some rims, so, I mean, that's not too bad. It could always be worse. You have to still do the whole suspension, but, you know. We ain't gotta do no more of the suspension. That's pretty much finished. Just gotta make sure I get the right wheel, because that's gonna, you know, hurt us and the profit if I don't. But, other than that, that's all we got left, really. And there's only 2 good rims, so which means I gotta buy 2 new rims, which is fine. That will be done. And then at least 2 of them rims are good. The other 2 we could probably scrap, which I think I'll do. And what else did I need to do? Did I need to get? I think I need to get brakes done too. I can't remember if I can lathe, if I have any brakes to lathe or not. I'm gonna assume I don't. I also need wheel hub bearings and bush. Yeah, that and the cap. So we need bushings and a cap for each side. And that should pretty much be it, besides putting the brake system together, which isn't gonna take much. But we'll get, let's see. Nope, I gotta go buy a couple rims now. And once I get the rims together, which I got nothing I can do for that. Wish I could. Alright. What do I need? Alright, so it's about the same rim. Just gotta make sure I get my sizes right. It's pretty much the only thing that matters, is getting your sizes right and making sure they fit. If everything fits, we're good. Because the only thing I got left to do is make sure we get the right tire and the right rim size. That's all that matters to me. Okay, that should be good. I should probably write this down on a sticky note. It's just for the tire, the actual, when we go to buy the tires. Better make sure I get a sticky note so that I can write down the actual wheel size. That's the only thing that's going to slow me down. It's getting the actual correct wheel size, because I don't remember what wheel we're even getting. So I'll have to find out which wheel we're actually running. Does it say? No, it does not. So I guess I'd have to look at my inventory, maybe? Is that what I can do? Because I don't really want to separate any rims. But we'll make sure that everything gets... all the rims get scrapped, because we know they're going to be pretty much done. Yeah, okay, they're both the same size. But it doesn't tell me what the tire is. So I guess I'll just have to take a risk. Maybe? Here we go. I'll just do it this way. See if it tells me. Nope. Frick, it doesn't tell me what the actual tire is. I need to know. I'll just take a chance on whatever tire I want to put on it. We'll put a race tire on it. I'll have to make sure it gets the correct tire. I think it is a race tire that's on it. Heck if I know. But we're going to make sure that we get the right size. Which is why I broke out the sticky notes. And got all the tire sizes written down and all that. And everything is pretty much good. All we got left to do is put them together and balance them. I mean, that didn't take too long, did it? Not really. I thought it was gonna take longer than that. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.